Hello students, welcome to your EVS class. Students, today we are going to start the second chapter, organ systems that help us move. And first of all, we will read the chapter, okay? Pay attention. If you're having the book, you will sit with your book and see the way I am reading. When you walk, run, talk, smile, and so on, parts of your body move. Have you wondered what makes them move? Three organ systems help in movement. These are the skeletal, muscular, nervous system. Let us learn what these organ systems do. The skeletal system. The bones in our body help us move. There are 206 bones in all inside an adult's body. Together they form the skeleton or the skeletal system. The skeletal system has three main jobs. It is the framework around which our whole body is built. It gives shape and support to our body. It protects the soft organs inside our body. It helps us move. Maybe you think that bones are hard, lifeless things. They are not. They grow. That is how we grow in height. When someone breaks a bone, the doctor puts the broken parts together and puts a plaster over the area. The two parts of the bone then grow and join up, making the bone whole again. Bones need food and oxygen. These are carried to them by blood vessels running through them. The skull. The bones of the head and face make up the skull. They are the hardest of all the bones. Archaeologists have found the skulls of people who died thousands of years ago. All their other bones had decayed, but the skull had remained whole. Now see in this diagram the pronunciation: skull, collarbone, shoulder bone, bone of upper arm, bones of forearm, thigh, breastbone, rib cage, spine, hip. The skull has 21 bones in all. Some form a case for the brain, some give shape to the face. Of all the bones of the skull, only the one in the lower jaw can move. It helps us eat and speak. Now come to the next page. The spine. The spine or backbone is joined to the skull. It has number of small bones joined together in such a way that it works like a spring. That is how the brain does not get jerked around when we run, jump, and so on. The bones of the spine are called vertebrae. The vertebrae help us bend our body backward and forward and from side to side. The rib cage. 12 pairs of strong but flexible ribs make up the rib cage. The first 10 pairs are joined to the spine and the breastbone. The last 2 pairs are attached only to the spine. The rib cage protects the heart and the lungs. The bones of the arm. The upper arm has just one long bone. One end of it fits into the shoulder bone. The other end is joined to the two bones of the forearm at the elbow. The shoulder bone is attached to the breastbone by the collarbone. There are many small bones in the wrist. Some are joined to the bones of the forearm. The others are joined to the bones of the palm. The bones of the palm are also joined to the small bones of the fingers. The bones of the leg. There is one long bone in the thigh. It is the longest of all bones. One end of this fits into the hip bone. The other end is joined to the two bones of the leg at the knee. The two bones of the leg are joined to the bones of the ankle. The ankle bones are also joined to the bones of the foot. The bones of the foot are joined to the bones of the toe. The joints. A joint is where two or more bones come together. It is the joints which actually help us move. If the arm had one long bone without a joint at the elbow, we would not be able to bend it. If the leg did not have joints, we would not be able to walk or run. We have different kinds of joints. Some let us move freely than the others. A ball and socket joint let us move most freely. In this type of joint, the end of one bone is shaped like a ball. This fits into a ball-like socket in the other bone. The bone that fits into the socket can move in any direction. The joint of the upper arm and shoulder and the joint of the thigh and the hip are of this type. The joints at the knee, ankle, elbow are hinge joints. They work like pocket knife or the hinges of door. They allow the part of the body, the joint, to move back and Fourth, only the joints of the toes and fingers are also hinge joint. Now the muscular system. The job of the muscle is to contract to make different parts of the body move. There are more than 600 muscles in our body. Some are attached to the bones by cord-like things called tendons. There are muscles in the walls of our heart, stomach, windpipe and food pipe. They are not attached to bones. They are muscles in our face too. They make us frown, smile, raise our eyebrows and so on. When the muscles attached to a bone contracts, it pulls the bone and makes it move. The muscles generally work in pairs. If a muscle attached to a bone contracts to pull up, its partners contract to pull down. Also, when one muscle contracts, the partner relaxes. Now, types of muscles. The muscles attached to our bones are called voluntary muscles. To do something voluntarily means to do something according to one's wish. The voluntary muscles work according to our wishes. They contract when we want to move. Involuntary means something that happens without our knowledge or wish. The muscles in our food pipe, stomach contract without our knowledge. They help to make food go down and be digested. They are called involuntary muscles because they do not follow our wishes. There are involuntary muscles in our heart, eyes, and many other organs. The nervous system. The brain is the control center of our body. It weighs just about 1 kg, but it controls everything we do. It gets messages from all the sense organs, the eyes, ears, nose, and tongue. It understands these messages. Then it sends messages to the muscles all over the body, telling them what to do. The brain also watches over all the internal organs and tells them how to work. Nerves are like thin wires. They carry messages to and from the brain. You can think of them as telephone wires carrying messages between the brain and the other parts of the body. Right through the center of the spine runs a thick bunch of special nerves. This bunch of nerves is called the spinal cord. The spinal cord is protected by the spine. It acts like small brain and is connected to different parts of the body by nerves. It tells the body what to do when we need to act quickly. For example, it may tell your hand to move away when you touch something hot. The brain, spinal cord and nerves make up the nervous system. Now, keeping fit. Here are few things you should do to look after your body. Exercise to lose fat and make your muscles strong. When you exercise, your muscles need more food and oxygen. The heart sends this by pumping blood to the muscles. The muscles grow thicker and stronger using the extra food and oxygen. Bones become stronger and joints move better with regular exercise. Exercise also helps breathing and circulation of blood. When you exercise, your heart and lungs have to work harder. This makes the heart stronger and keeps the lungs fit. It is very important to keep your back straight when you stand, sit or walk. That is the way your muscles and bones feel most comfortable. If you do not keep your back straight, you may get ache in the back and neck. You may also get a permanent stoop. Your foot has an arch or a curve. This keeps a part of the foot off the ground, helps you walk and run. Take a print of your foot on a newspaper. Tell your parents if your foot does not have a proper arch. They may consult a doctor. People who do not have a proper arch find it difficult to run for long. So students, this is the way you are going to do the reading of the chapter. Thank you.